What's good? It's your boy Ace here back with another prop video for y'all. So to recap December I went up 7.21 units, went up 4.17 units on NBA in December, and went up 3.04 units on NFL in December. So we had a pretty solid month, 7 unit profit. I'm never gonna complain about that in a month. And as for the 2025 recap overall, the 2025 recap, we went up 74 units in 2025. 11 out of the 12 months ended up being profitable. So we had a very, very good year. Um, I'm not going to read all this out loud, obviously. You guys can pause the video and read it for yourself. But basically, for most of the year, I went really light with units because I've always haven't been the most confident, even though I've had a profitable year every single year and almost every single month has been profitable. I think I've had a premium for like 30 months now, and I think 28 out of the 30 months were profitable. So even though I've had those good accolades, I've still had like confidence issues when I bet. So I usually bet like really light units. Like most of my plays for the first 8 months of the year were like point 0.5 unit plays. So you're not going to get much profit off of that. Profit is profit at the end of the day, especially in sports betting. But the point is that if I would have gone higher units, the last 4 months specifically, I've gone way higher units. I've done more 1 unit plays, and just off the 4 months, last 4 months alone, I'm up 32 units just in the last 4 months. So if I would have done that the whole year, I probably would have gone up around 100 units this year. But it is what it is. You learn, you gain more confidence. I've definitely gained more confidence this year, and well, last year technically in 2025. So my goal for this year, 2026, is going to be going up 100 units. Definitely think I'm able to do that if I keep my unit sizes around 1 unit for most of my plays. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a recap. You can pause the video and read the rest if you guys want to. But we ended up going up 7 units in December overall and went up 74 units in 2025. So let's go ahead and get into the plays for today. The first play is going to be in the Laker and Grizzlies game, and it's going to be Jake LaRavia over 4.5 rebounds. Now I'm gonna put a specific filter. Obviously, this doesn't look the best, but if we go ahead and look, Jake LaRavia is over 4.5 rebounds in 7 out of 8 games this year when he plays 30 or more minutes, averaging 6.8 rebounds per game in those games. Now, the reason. Why is he going to get 30 minutes? Well, as you can see here, Austin Reeves is going to be out for this game, and so is Rui Hachimura. And if we look in these 2 games, Jake LaRavia is averaging 7.5 rebounds per game, but the minutes, he's averaging 37.5 minutes per game in these 2 games without Austin Reeves and without Rui Hachimura. So he should easily be able to see 30 plus minutes. He's been seeing 37 minutes. Now, just with the floor of 30 minutes, he's over, like I said, in 7 out of 8 games. So I do like this play for that 30 plus minutes floor that he should be seeing in this game without Reeves and without Rui. Now, the only chalk, as you can see in these 8 games, was last game against the Detroit Pistons as he hooked this line with 4 rebounds. Now, the matchup in that game, the Pistons allowed the fourth least rebounds per game. So not only was it a hard matchup, it's a very, very difficult matchup against the Detroit Pistons, but that was not the main reason he chalked. The main reason he chalked was because the Detroit Pistons shot an insane 66% from the field through the first 3 quarters in this game. To put that into perspective, the average shooting percentage of a team is 46%. The Pistons shot 20% higher than average, and you can't get rebounds when the other team isn't missing, right? So that explains why he was not able to catch his line. He still ended up getting four out of he still ended up getting 4 rebounds in this game, while the Detroit Pistons shot 63% for the whole game. So that's actually pretty impressive that he was able to get 4 rebounds when the other team shot 63%. This line's only 4.5. So I'm a Grizzlies fan. He's going against the Grizzlies. I'm a Laker fan and a Grizzlies fan, but he's going against the Grizzlies today. My Grizzlies are fucking trash. No way in hell that we shoot 63%. I doubt we've shot 63% in a game all year this season. So highly doubt. It would be insanely rare that he goes against another team that shoots 63%. And if that doesn't happen, he has a very, very good chance. Also, this is a very good matchup for him, unlike the Pistons matchup, where even if the Pistons shot like 50%, he probably would have cashed. But the Pistons were allowing the fourth least rebounds per game. He's going against the Grizzlies team that are allowing the fifth most rebounds per game to small forwards this season. As you can see right here, small forwards 25 26. They're allowing the fifth most rebounds per game to the small forward position, and that is the position that Jake LaRavia started in last game without Rui and without Reeves, but with LeBron playing. Also, he's facing the Grizzlies, his former team. He used to play for the Grizzlies, so he should have a little bit of extra hustle in this game for that revenge narrative. And usually you bet on points in revenge narratives, But, maybe he'll have a little bit extra hustle. The reason that he's getting so many minutes is for his rebounding. So I'm expecting him to have a little bit of hustle. Also, he played the Grizzlies earlier this season. He cashed this line with 5 rebounds against them, and that was only in 23 minutes. So imagine what he could do in 20, or imagine what he could do in 36 minutes, which is what he's been getting in those 2 games without Reeves and without Rui. So I do like this play a lot. Jake LaRavia over 4.5 rebounds. The best odds for this player right now are -124 on DraftKings. I'm going 1 unit on this play. Before I get into the second play, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link will be in the description of this video. Once you click the link, it will take you to this screen right here. You'll see $15 per month. You'll click join, and once you scroll down, when you click join, it'll show like a pop-up like before, where you put your card in information, or you put your Apple Pay or PayPal, whatever the case may be. If you scroll down to promo code, there'll be like a promotional code option. You go in there, you type in 2025, just like this, 2025. You type that in, it'll make your first month go from $15 per month only to $5. That is $5 for your first month. That is the same price as a biggie bag. You want a biggie bag, or do you want 30 days of every single NBA, NFL, MLB play when MLB's in season? Every single play that I post. We've been profitable, like I said, 11 out of 12 months in 2025, and we went up 74 units just in the month of 2025. So make sure you guys profit. If you like, y'all gotta join this profit. Y'all can't. This is an insane price. Also, $15 per month, the regular price of a video, or the regular price of a month membership. That is very cheap. If you compare that to some other cappers that have similar results that I do, you're gonna see a lot of them charge like 40 a month, 50 a month. So that's a very, very good price nonetheless. But anyway, do that for your own sanity, for your own sake. If you want to make some money like we've been making money all year, 11 out of 12 months in 2025, then make sure you join the Discord. It's only $5, bro. Only $5 for your first month, just to get your foot in the door and just to see how good it is for yourself. Because it's one thing if I'm saying how good it is, it's another thing to see it for yourself. So anyway, let's get into the second play of today. It's going to be Kon Knueppel over 16.5 points. It is already bumped on FanDuel, because when I posted it, it was 16.5 on FanDuel. So this is bumping as I speak. So it might be already bumped by the time that you guys see it. But like I said, sorry about that. The play is Kon Knueppel over 16.5 points. Currently, the best odds are -124 on DraftKings. It's also -115 on Bet365 as I'm recording. So those would be the best odds. But let's get into the play. If you go ahead and look at games with Miles Bridges playing as he's probable, LaMelo playing, and Brandon Miller playing, you'll see he has a pretty good hit rate. But this last game against, almost burped. This last game against the Magic, he only played 15 minutes because he got hurt in this game. So I'm going to be excluding this game. And he also got 16 points in 15 minutes, which is absolutely crazy. He definitely would have cashed this line. He only needed one more point. He did that in 15 minutes. But we're going to have to exclude it. In games with 20 or more minutes, basically in games where he does not get hurt, playing with Miles Bridges, LaMelo Ball, and Brandon Miller, he is over in 6 straight games when he's playing with those guys. So very, very good matchup as well. He's going against his home team town, Milwaukee Bucks, in Milwaukee as well. He's already played the Bucks twice this season, and I'll go ahead and show you his numbers in those 2 games. If I go to head-to-head, he had 16 points against them the first time that he played them, so he just hooked this 16.5 points line when he first played them. But he played them in Milwaukee. He's actually from Milwaukee, so a little bit more important, that Milwaukee game, because I don't know if you guys know, but in this game he had like a ton of family there, a ton of friends there. They said like 1,000 or something, which is fucking crazy. I think they had like his local high school gave out tickets to the game as well. So he had a bunch of family and friends there in this game. He ended up dropping 32 points in this game in his hometown. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, once again, he's playing the Milwaukee Bucks, but it's also going to be in Milwaukee this time, in his hometown. The last time he played the Bucks in his hometown in Milwaukee, he had 32 points. So there is a little bit of a hometown narrative. Maybe he gets a little bit more shots than he usually does, or, he's a little bit more confident in his shot. Whatever the case may be, he had 20 shots in that game. So could get a ton of volume in this game here because it is his hometown. And regardless of the Milwaukee narrative, regardless of the hometown narrative, if you go ahead and look at games where he's getting 20 or more minutes, you go ahead and look in his last 20 games where he gets 20 or more minutes, he's over this line in 75% of games, over in his last 15 out of 20 games when he plays 20 or more minutes, averaging 21 points per game in those 20 games. You only need 17 points here. 54% of his points are from catch and shoot shots, and the Milwaukee Bucks are allowing the 10th most catch and shoot points per game. So it's a very good matchup as well, regardless of the hometown Milwaukee narrative. And those are going to be the 2 plays for y'all today for the YouTube video. It's going to be Jake LaRavia over 4.5 rebounds for 1 unit. Con Knipple over 16.5 points for 1 unit. Remember, guys, if you guys want every single play that I post, make sure you guys join the Discord. Link will be in the description of this video. If you click on the $15 per month and go to promo code, type in 2025, which I'm going to end up changing that to 2026. But for now, type in 2025 at checkout. You'll get your first month for only $5. And that's going to be it for y'all. Hopefully, we can have a 2-0 day on the YouTube video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.